Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Renee, but I'm called Giggles. Okay, so September has been crazy. There's I think this is like the longest list that I have. It's like a huge amount of things. I almost ran out of space on my little post-it note. And October has been pretty crazy too, but you know, that's for next month. I'll tell you all about it next month. So the first thing I want to bring up is this month I had my second and third commercial auditions. I know that's not theater, but you know, I just wanted to give a quick performance update with, you know, me and everything. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. I didn't get either of them. I didn't even get a call back, but it's fine. You know, I just kind of started. I just got my agent earlier this year, right after Spamalot. So, you know, I wasn't expecting to get cast in anything immediately, you know. But the experiences are really cool. The first one I think I did was an AT&T commercial, and then this month, or last month, for September, the September favorites, I did a commercial audition for these sock things. I can't remember what they're called, but you know, perhaps it's a good thing. And then I did an audition for this student loan thing. Like I said, I didn't get any of them, but they were all different and unique experiences, and I'm just glad that I had them. You know, maybe I'll get one of these days. So yeah, if anybody has that audition, you know, I totally know how you feel, and break a leg out there. One thing that I'm a part of that started kind of last month, we've been talking about it ever since Little Shop of Horrors, which was earlier this year in the summer, but what I'm part of, which officially started getting planned in September, and we're gonna start working on it in October. It's called the Monster Bash. It's a fundraiser for a local theater, and it's gonna be really, really fun. In it, I get to sing Dead Mom, which is a dream. It wasn't even my idea. The person putting it together was like, could you sing Dead Mom for this? And I was like, oh, can I? So, you know, I was really, really excited for that because I'm still madly in love with Beetlejuice the musical, and I need to be part of it one day. Hopefully as Lydia, we'll see. And on top of that, you know, I get to sing other things. There's a bunch of people in it, and they picked Halloween themed songs and rearranged a script around it. It's really, really cute. So we get to sing Time Warp and oh my gosh, the Monster Mash. And I also get to sing this one called Mooning. I'm so not a Grease person. That's my mom really loves Grease, but I'm no, I don't like Grease. It's not enough for me. But you know, it was really cute. Mooning is super cute. Oh my gosh, I listened to it for the first time. It's not in the movie. It was in the original stage production. But, you know, and I have to learn it. I have to sing it with Aaron, who was Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors and was our Sir Robin in Spamalot. He's singing it with me, and that's really great. So I'm like, oh yeah, I get to work with another friend and stuff. And the duet is just so cute, and it's kind of funny too. I just learned the context of it. Speaking of friends, I just realized that I have a couple of friends who recently got cast in Pippin. We have Jake Maroney, who was in my Q&A video. He was the other Seymour. He got cast in Pippin as Pippin. Whoa! So that's really exciting. And also in Pippin is my friend Lily Donnelly, who was one of the Audreys in Little Shop of Horrors. So it's like a Seymour Audrey reunion over at Pippin. And then also you know, the same kind of thing. I have two other friends, both from Little Shop of Horrors. In the Addams Family, my friend Abby, also in the Q&A video, who played Siobhan in my trio in Little Shop of Horrors. She's Wednesday Addams, and she's so cute. She looks like a little doll. She's adorable. And then our friend Marcello, who was one of the ensemble people in Little Shop, who did a fantastic job, he's going to be Gomez Addams. So that's cute that they get to, you know, interact together in another musical where they're the leads, so I'm very excited for that. Another thing that's self-related that I did last month, September, was I mailed in a headshot and resume and cover letter to a talent agency. I'm really thankful for the agent that I have. I'm really glad that she's my commercial agent, but I also really want to look into theatrical agents, not movies, but musical theater. I feel like that's self-explanatory. But yeah, so that's really exciting. I haven't heard back from them yet, probably won't. But, you know, it was cool. It was a good experience. And, you know, it's good to send out, multiple things. So I'm going to work on that pretty soon. This month is pretty stacked. But we'll see what I can do. I definitely want to mail out stuff like that to more agents and talent agencies, maybe some equity people, etc. So, yeah, for, the next forever, I'm going to be researching that and submitting to that. So, yeah. Current Beetlejuice news is, oh my gosh, Dana Steingold, who plays the Girl Scout in Beetlejuice on Broadway, she got to go on as Lydia. I think Sophia Ann Caruso like took a vacation or something, which is great. And so Dana Steingold and Presley Ryan, who Presley Ryan's the understudy for Lydia and an ensemble, and Dana Steingold is the Girl Scout. They like switched off days playing Lydia while Sophia Ann Caruso was gone, and it was really, really cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at that! And that gave me like so much hope, because like Dana's like a decade older than me, and so I was thinking, oh my gosh, if they ever have an open audition for Beetlejuice, I'm probably too old. Sophia Ann Caruso just turned 18, her understudy is like 15. They probably want like a legit teenager, like only, like how, you know, Matilda can only be played by a kid, or Annie can only be played by a kid. I was like, oh my gosh, Lydia can only be played by a teenager. So you can't imagine how overjoyed I was to see Dana Steingold go on as Lydia and have like not one but like a couple shows as her. So I was so excited. I like messaged her on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, Dana, I'm so excited that you got to be Lydia. I was like so afraid because I wanted to audition for her one day, but I thought I was too old, and when I saw that you did, I thought you were great. And she actually responded. She was really cool. She was like, oh no, she was like, thank you, it's so awesome, it doesn't matter how. Speaking of Dana Steingold, so I think this came up in my suggestions because I've been watching so many Beetlejuice related videos. But so she was in a musical that her college, or a college that she attended for some time, originated. It's called Vote the Musical. Super cute. The first song that I heard from it was The Villain's Girl, which is the one that Dana Steingold's character sang, and I really liked it. That's probably my favorite song in the whole musical. It's not my favorite musical, but it was cute, worth a listen, and you never know when you're going to find good audition material. So, Also, my friend Steve Inori, who you guys have seen in a few videos, he's been biting at me to watch this musical for the longest time. It's called Nonsense, and I finally listened to the whole thing, and it was actually really cute. There's a lot of songs that I really like. I think my favorite one from that one is called Playing Second Fiddle. It's the nun is like, I'm never gonna be the star of the show, I'm always gonna be the understudy, and that sucks, you know. It was a really silly song. Basically, the plot of Nonsense, or a synopsis of Nonsense, is there's a small group of nuns, and they're the only living ones after one of the sisters accidentally like pretty much poisons like 50 of them, and so like all these nuns like die at the dinner table one day, and there's like just a small group of them left, and they're just trying to figure out what to do after that. It's pretty funny. Also, last month I mentioned this musical called Alice by Heart, and I have my new favorite song from that. I've been listening to it non-stop. It is called The Key Is. Like, that's it. Just The Key Is what? It's just called The Key Is. And it's such a precious song, and I'm like, oh, it just makes me happy. It has a really good rhythm. It's kind of like, it's like an any time of day song. I really love it. Go listen to The Key Is from Alice by Heart. It's a feel-good song. It's like a fantasy, mystery, feel good about myself song. Also, last month, I know I mentioned Cats, and I'm still not the biggest fan of Cats, but there's, you know, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I was like, okay, since I'm a theater person and I'm automatically biased towards film, I was like, let's look at the cast for, you know, the movie that they're making. I'm not very fond of a lot of their choices, but I do have to make an exception for, like, at least one person. A while ago, you guys saw that I had a DVD of this ballet called Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and it was like one of the best interpretations of the book I have ever seen. I'm a huge Alice fan. I'm a huge fairy tale fan. And so, like, that was one of the best versions I have ever seen. I've watched it like a few times now. In said ballet, there is a character called the Mad Hatter, and the guy who dances the Mad Hatter is called Stephen McRae. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love him so much. I follow him and his wife on Instagram. They're both just beautiful, wonderful people with like the cutest little family ever. And Stephen McRae brought so much character to the Mad Hatter in just the way that he moved. I mean, you know, there's no lines in a ballet. So, you know, you gotta bring all that physicality towards it, and he was amazing. And I can't remember exactly which character he's doing in Cats, the movie, but he's like a character, like in the movie, and so I was like, ooh, okay. I was like, out of all the people they picked. There's also a girl from the same ballet company that hires Stephen McRae, and she's also in Cats. So I was like, okay, out of all the choices they made, these two are probably the best because they're like legit like dancers, you know, they dance. And the last thing I'm mentioning that I got really excited for in the month of September is another Disney movie is going to Broadway. It's one that everybody pretty much loves. Hercules is going to Broadway. Hercules the musical. It looks really, really awesome. I saw a trailer for it and I love the main guy who plays Hercules. That's everything that I have for September. So yeah, I'm gonna go redo my makeup now and film another theater related vlog. But yeah, I hope that you liked it, and I have some really exciting things coming up for you guys in the next video. So yeah, have a nice day, bye!